Very good morning, students. I hope you all are fine at your home. I know you all are very good students and you all are cooperating your parents and studying at your home. Yes. So, till now, we had started one chapter named as White Mice, and we had finished almost 80% of the chapter, and this last remaining page is left. So, till now, what we come to know that the little boy had by mistake reached at Lucknow, and his grandfather had gone to receive him from Lucknow again. And by that time, Mr. Ghosh, a station master at Lucknow station, helped me a lot. And while returning back with his grandfather, Mr. Ghosh had presented him a cardboard box with two little white mice. Anyway, the little boy had some plan with that mice. What plan? He had a very notorious plan. Yes. So by using those mice, he wanted to what? He wanted to play a prank on his uncle Mr. Kane, because he was quite angry upon his uncle, as his uncle had put him on a wrong train, and due to that reason he had suffered a lot. So what he did, when Uncle Kane was sleeping at night, he quietly entered into his room and left two little white mice inside his bed sheet. Oh my god. So after that, what happened? The white mice started doing their work. They started disturbing Mr. Uncle, and Mr. Uncle rushed out of his room. Yes. So after that, let us start. Let us proceed on from this point. After Uncle Kane had done a tap dance, one white mouse finally came out from the clothes, but the other hand ran up the sleeve of his pyjama coat and suddenly popped out beneath his chin. Uncle Kane started to panic, convinced that his room was full of mice, pink, white, and brown. He locked himself in the storeroom and slept on an old sofa. Yes. So when the two white mice entered into the clothes of Mr. Kane, he started dancing. Yes. Here he started which dance? Tap dance. Do you know the meaning of tap dance? It's a type of dance, my dear students. It's a type of dance which is performed by rhythmical tapping of the toes. Again, I repeat the meaning of tap dance. Tap dance means it's a type of dance performed by rhythmical tapping of the toes or shoes also. Yes. So what happened? So when the white mice started disturbing him, one entered into his clothes, another entered into his another part of the body. So by that process, Mr. Kane felt highly disturbed and he started dancing. Oh my god, how to get rid of that two white mice? Yes. So one white mouse finally came out of the cloth. So he struggled a lot. Mr. Kane struggled a lot to get rid of the mice, and by that process, one white mouse, what happened? He got out from the clothes, but the other mouse was very naughty. What he did? He ran up the sleeve of the pajama coat. Do you know the meaning of sleeve? Sleeve means the part of a cloth that wholly or partly covers a person's arm. Yes, that is called as sleeve. I again repeat the meaning. Sleeve means the part of a cloth or a dress, you can say that wholly or partly covers a person's arm. Sometimes also you wear clothes that are having half sleeve, and sometimes you also wear clothes that is having full sleeve. Full sleeve cloth means it covers your entire arm. If it is of high half sleeve, then it covers half of your arm. So what happened? What the other mice did? It ran off on the sleeves of the pajama coat. He was wearing a pajama while sleeping. Yes, and suddenly popped out beneath his chin, and he ran off very fast. And immediately, suddenly, what he did? Popped out means came out or fell out, also, you can say that. So, came out beneath his chin. Oh my god! He, by crushing his sleeve, means by crushing his arms, he went under his chin. Oh my god! It is so funny, huh? So Uncle Ken started to panic. When Uncle Ken saw the little white mice under his chin, he became very fearful. Do you know the meaning? Do you know the meaning of panic, my dear students? Panic means a sudden feeling of fear. Yes. Panic means a sudden feeling of fear. So he was extremely fearful. He couldn't understand that from where these white mice came and started disturbing him. So after that, convinced that his room was full of mice, pink, white, and brown, he locked himself in the storeroom and slept on an old sofa. So convinced means what? Convinced means become sure. He became sure that yes, that his room was, he only saw two white mice, but still now he became sure that perhaps his room is full of much more mice, and they may be of different colors like of pink, white, or brown. So he became extremely fearful. How can I sleep in the room which is full of mice? So what he did? He became so afraid of these mice that he locked himself in the storeroom. He did not sleep in the bedroom anymore. He went into the storeroom of the house and locked himself from inside. Yes, and slept on an old sofa. So storeroom, in the storeroom where he will get a bed to sleep. Do you know what is storeroom? Storeroom specially it's a type of room in your house where you keep unnecessary things, unused things, or old things. So there he can't find any bed to sleep. So forcibly he had to sleep on an old sofa over there. Oh my god, yes. So finally the little boy was able to take revenge upon his uncle Mr. Kane. Yes. So next day, grandfather took me to the station and put me on the train to Delhi. It was the right train this time. So, finally at night, the boy played a nice game with Mr. Kane. Anyway, the game was very funny, but it was not harmful. So, you should also remember that whenever you are playing any prank on someone, it should not be harmful. Yes, if you want to do any type of comedy, then it's okay, but you never should do any sort of harm to anyone. Yes. So next day, grandfather took the little boy to the station and put him on the train to Delhi. So why he went to Delhi? Because in Delhi his parents were living at Delhi, and this time it was the right train. Grandfather didn't do any mistake and he put him on the right train. And what happened? Look after the little, I will look after the white mice, he said. When he was, his grandfather was saying him goodbye or seeing him off, at the time what he said? You please, little boy, don't get worried. I will definitely take care of your mice. That means the boy did not take those mice with him. He left those with his grandfather, and his grandfather promised him that he will take care of them. Yes, grandfather grew quite fond of the mice and even wrote to Mr. Ghost asking if he could spare another pair. But Mr. Ghost, he learned later, had been transferred to another part of the country and had taken his family of white mice with him. Yes, So, while taking care of these white mice, grandfather started loving them. He became so fond of those mice, and he even wrote to Mr. Ghosh. He even sent a letter to Mr. Ghosh asking him if he had any more white mice, then if it would be very happy, he will be very happy if you will, what? Spare means what? If you will give him another pair of white mice. Yes. But Mr. Ghosh land letter had been transferred to another part of the country. But sorry to say, that letter could not reach at the right place because Mr. Ghosh had been transferred to another place of another part of the country, and during those time what happened, no mobile phone was there, so he could not contact them over mobile phone. Only letter was the only medium of sending message to someone. Yes, so he could not bring mice from Mr. Ghosh. Yes, and Mr. Ghosh had taken his family, that family of white mice, with him. Yes. Anyway, dear students, we have finished this chapter. But before that, let me show you something. Here you can see the picture of a man. Here I had tried, my dear students, to draw the picture of Mr. Kane, and here you can notice two pictures of mice. One is near his what? Near his shoes, and another mouse is on his shoulder. Here you can see the picture. I know the picture is looking very funny, but still I had tried to do it for you people. Yes, I think you'll enjoy this painting. Anyway, so after finishing chapter, let us discuss the word meanings of these last paragraphs. Yes. So number 1, tap dance, a type of dance performed by rhythmical tapping of the toes. Number 2, sleeve, the part of a cloth that wholly or partly covers a person's arm. Number 3, popped out, came out. Number 4, beneath, beneath means below or under. Number 5, panic, panic means a sudden feeling of fear. Number 6, spare, spare means give. Here spare means give, but spare has also some other meanings. That means spare part, you might have heard from someone that spare part. Spare part means additional, right? Extra part of something. So, but here in this paragraph, spare means to give. So, anyhow, my dear students, we have finished the chapter completely. I hope you have understood everything properly. But if you have any sort of doubt, definitely you can ask me during the evening Zoom class, and I will try my best to clarify all your doubts. So till then, my dear students, goodbye everyone. Take care of yourself. God bless you all. Thank you.